Hello students, in this class we will see the converse of BPT, that is BPT theorem. Basic proportionality theorem states that if a line drawn parallel to the third side, if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other two sides are in the same, other two sides proportion is same, means ratio of the other two sides are same. That was the BPT. What is converse means, if the ratios of two sides of a triangle are same, then the line is parallel to the third side. If you check out here the statement, if a line divides other two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, means ratios are same, then the line is parallel to the third side. Okay, this is a converse of BPT, means reverse. There, if line is in the BPT, it said, don't get confused with the statements. In the BPT, it said, if a line is parallel to the third side of a triangle, then this line divides the other two sides in the same ratio. Now, what we are proving is, if the line is it divides the other two sides in a triangle in the same ratio, then it is parallel to the third side. Check out. DE is a line which divides the two sides of a triangle AB and AC such that AD by DB equal to AE by EC, which is a given part from the statement. Then we have to prove DE should be parallel to BC. See, check out. In the triangle, AD by DB equal to AE by EC. It is, we can infer from the statement. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, means its given part. Prove that parallel to the third side, means DE is parallel to third side, we have to prove. We need a construction here. We'll assume a point F on AC such that DE parallel to BF. It's an assumption. So please remember your triangle. You have to remember this. It looks like this. It looks like this. Though by the original figure, we can say D is not parallel to BF, but it's an assumption. Assumption, we can assume anything. So once you assume, your imagination should be like this. D parallel to BF. Okay, that's the assumption. That becomes construction. In the proof, whatever given, you just write it. Means in the proof given is AD by DB equal to AE by EC, which is given part, right? Which is a given or a data, which is called also data. But from the construction, what we assumed, D parallel to BF, right? So BPT we can apply. If a line is parallel to the side of a triangle, it divides the other two sides in the same ratio. That is a BPT. So we can say AD by BD equal to AE by EF. See, AD by DB equal to AE by EF. Don't get confused with the two ratios, two sets of ratios we have. One is given, which is to the original triangle, ABC triangle. AD by DB equal to AE by EC, because it is from the given part. What we assumed in the construction is, we assumed DE parallel to BF. So from that we get one of the ratio, that is AD by DB equal to AE by EF. Okay, if you compare these two, the left hand sides are equal. Check out, left hand sides are equal. So right hand side should be equal. Means AE by EC equal to AE by EF. In this part also, AE numerators are equal. Therefore, denominators also should be equal. That's what we wrote here. EC should be equal to EF. EC should be equal to EF means their letter E also remains same. The length of EC should be equal to length of EF means this happens only when F coincides with C. I'm assuming you are getting the point. EC equal to EF means from the figure we cannot make out. Mathematically, EC equal to EF means length of EC should be equal to length of EF. This happens only when F coincides with C. Okay. So F coincides with C. Therefore, from the assumption construction, what we did, DE parallel to BF we did no. Now F coincides with C means DE also parallel to BC, right? That's what we need here. Assume this. Last 2 points are very important. Length of EC is equal to length of EF. This happens only when EF coincides with C. Okay. In construction, we assumed DE parallel to BF. Now F coincides with C means DE parallel to BC, we get it. That's what we want to prove. Okay, this is a converse. Okay, let me quickly recap what is BPT, what is BPT converse. BPT says, okay, A, B, C, D, E. If DE parallel to BC, then AD by DB equal to AE by EC. This says BPT. Converse of BPT, converse of BPT, what it says is same triangle. If AD by DB equal to AE by EC, then DE parallel to BC. Just understand what should go in the given part, what should go in the to prove part from these comparison. When you study the corollary and the theorem, there will be corollary for every, not corollary, converse for every theorem. When you study the theorem and its converse, make sure you have this comparison while you study so that you get clear picture of the what is the actual theorem, what is its converse. Okay, thank you.